Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden, and we're here to help you become a better gardener. And today we're going to be transplanting and potting up a few plants into some larger containers.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we want to let you know this video is sponsored by Crescent Garden, and we wanted to highlight one of their awesome containers. It's called the Nest container, the Nest planter, and it's actually a really high-legged raised bed container. It's actually really great for people that have a hard time bending over or bending down and gardening down low. This container is great for that. It also has the True Drop technology in it, so that means that you can put water into it, fill it up, and it'll self-water itself and all the plants in it for 2 to even up to 6 weeks, depending on where you have it and what plants you have in it.
Yeah, it has a ton of benefits in addition to all of that. It's great for indoor or outdoor use, and it's great for balconies. So if you have an apartment or a condo and you're lacking space, this would be a really cool planter for you.
Yeah, so go ahead and click that link down below in the description of this video, and make sure at checkout you put in the coupon code SPOKEN12 to get 15% off your purchase.
Yeah, thank you so much, Crescent Garden, for sponsoring our video. Thank you. All right, let's get back to what we're doing today, which we're gonna show you our plan. Okay, you guys, so let's get started. We've got a couple projects lined up today, like we said. So we're transplanting. Mainly, our transplanting is kind of taking place right here, where as you can see, this small container is just chock full of herbs. And what happened is when we moved about a month ago, we took all of these herbs, we transplanted them out of one of our elevated raised bed containers, and we put them in here to move them. And now we're putting them back into the same elevated raised bed. So they need more space. They're not going to thrive in here. We have, if you guys could smell this right now, ooh, it smells so amazing. So if you guys can see, we've got some really healthy herbs in here. There's a silver posy thyme, which is really cool. We've got an Italian parsley. Let me turn that for you right here. We've got a dwarf curry plant, which this is amazing. Sean and I have been so excited about this. It has a ton of new growth down at the base here.
Part of it died back. Most of the top died back. So we're just gonna take it and cut it back down to the bottom.
Yeah, that'll be great. It's kind of crunchy up top a little bit right now. We have, if I could turn this here, right in the center we have one of our rosemary cuttings actually, and we're not sure if this was barbecue or a different cultivar, but it smells amazing. Oh. Can you tell?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Oh my God, that smells so good. And then right here, we've got a frizzle sizzle viola, which is kind of wanting to regrow, and we need to cut this back too. There's a lot of new growth down here. Is there am I missing anything?
No, I think you got it.
I think that's all of it. So again, it's packed in here. We need to unpack it and spread it out.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, this is one reason why you'd want to actually transplant plants out of a container. This is way too it's way too condensed in here, and all these plants need more room to grow above ground. And so this is one reason to transplant plants out of a container, is the above ground concerns of space and growth.
And then over here we have, you might have noticed these beautiful Pericallis hybrids over here. We picked these up this year, and we haven't transplanted them out of their containers, their little pots that they came in. So we're going, once we move these herbs out of this container, we'll have 2 matching containers, and we're gonna just plop one purple Pericallis in each one, right?
Yeah, they're beautiful too. I just want to get up real close to these Pericallis.
They're so pretty.
Gorgeous.
We wish we could give you more info on their names. They're just, they weren't really labeled as far as like what exact.
And we got them at one of those big box stores, and they didn't have any labels on them.
Oh, so these colors though, we just were immediately drawn to them. They're so striking. Now these are annuals. They are a cooler weather bloomer, so that's in the daisy family. So they're only going to get to a height of about 12 inches tall and maybe 8 to 12 inch spread. So that should be good for this. Just one container.
And we need to clarify too, they're an annual in our zone right now. They are a perennial in warmer zones.
That's true, good point.
So guys, we're over on our elevated container over here. Right in front of it, we've got some soil in the bed. We've got 5 plants, so I've made 5 little holes here to kind of relatively get these spaced out to where we want them. We're just gonna get them out of that container so they have that more space to grow, more airflow, get more light. So that's the whole premise of actually transplanting these plants out of this container into here. So, all right, so let's get to work here. I'm gonna make some holes here. Make our first hole. then we'll go with, let's go with the curry. Yep. And what I'm using here is a hori-hori knife just to loosen up the soil around this curry's roots. And I'm going to, oh, I wonder what that was. Huh. Weed maybe?
Something from that. Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this soil level with the soil level here, so we make sure that we're not planting it too deep or too shallow. So and then we'll just do that. Get that around there. Oh yeah, this smells so good.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
So there we go. Get that up there. All right, that's the curry. We're just going to move this way from left to right. And I'm using this hori-hori knife here to make this. This is a great use of this tool, by the way, the hori-hori knife. If you're interested in this one right here, this is by Corona. Link will be down below. So let's go with
next?
Maybe this thyme. Put that out in front, maybe.
We have a lot of thyme this year, different
We
kinds.
do. I know one of our previous videos had 2 new thyme.
What do we have? Lime thyme and a gold thyme.
Something like that, yeah. I'm going to try and keep this tag with this. Always good to keep the tags. So there we go. Let's break this up a little bit here. All right, get those roots exposed. Cool. All right, so get that down in there. Let's get it facing where we want it to face. Okay. And not only will this be great for these plants to have the above ground room to grow out and up, and that airflow, so there'll be less chances of disease from really high moisture conditions and the humidity, but also for the roots too. We're really giving them a lot more space just to really just get out there and grow. Because one of the main points of plant physiology and growing them is what happens above happens below. So the more it grows up top, the more root system it needs to actually support that top part of the plant. So it's a good thing. So we're going to the back of the bed. Let's go after our rosemary cutting. Ooh yeah! Wow! Look at this bad boy. Looking good. Looking good. Got some nice new growth. Yep. We'll get it in here, and it'll be so much happier. All right, like that. Next up, I think we're gonna go with that viola in the front.
Looks like there's actually, I forgot there's like 3. No, 2. Right here.
Oh, really? Oh. Try and plant that here.
Forgot we had 2 of those.
Yeah, we'll make another home for that smaller one here. There we go. So there's this bad boy.
Yeah, it's coming together. This is like almost exactly how we had it at our old house.
I know. It's nice. Like that familiarity.
I know.
Okay, maybe we'll put that little one right here next to this. Looks like we got 3 plants, guys, so we're gonna put one of them over here, and another one over here.
We always forget what we have.
Well, it's easy to do.
I know.
I'm not sure exactly what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's not an herb. It doesn't smell like an herb. We'll get that one right in there, and that'll do well there. These violas are so hardy in our climate. We're really lucky to be able to grow these.
I know, I think so too.
Let's go this way.
They're so fun this time of year with all the different colors they come in.
I know.
Shapes and sizes.
Yeah. So, okay. So last one. We're going to do the parsley.
What, Italian parsley over here.
Okay.
Wow, look at all that space. Right.
Yeah, they're really going to be able to stretch their arms out and feel really good about their new home. So now that pot, that container worked really well for temporarily to get them moved. So and that was our whole goal with that, planting them in that container. So
yeah, good call. You know, they weren't even in there a month, were they? Maybe 1 month?
Yeah, not even. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell that is. Okay, well, that's okay. So I need to get these tags in here.
Don't forget.
No need to water this because the soil's already moist and wet.
Nice.
Get a lot of rain around here, everybody. Parsley. Okay. So, Oh yeah, and there's our violas. I don't know if we showed you these. Look at that.
Frizzle sizzle.
Frizzle sizzle.
Those are fun. We got those,
Good
I think,
stuff.
last year.
Yeah.
Early last, or late last winter.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so let's go back over to the table. We're going to transplant now the Pericallis and show you another reason why you want to repot and pot up into a new container some plants. So now we're back over at our pallet table and we're going to plant these Pericallis. Another reason you want to pot up plants that are in containers is because you want to help them below the ground. You want to help them with their roots. And the reason for that is because these Pericallis, they can be very root bound in these situations. You can see even before I take this out, the roots have already come out here. They're seeking moisture, and that's a sign that there's a lot of roots already in here. And so we're going to find out, but you know, that's a good sign that this plant in this pot is already root bound. And well, not too root bound, but it's starting to get there, right? See all that? It's going back up. It's circling, starting to circle. So this is a really good indication that we need to pot this plant up. We needed to repot it anyway because it came from the box store in this pot. And so we wanted to pot it anyway in a new container that looks nicer. But so below ground is important because, and you want to use fresh soil, and potting soil is good for this in this situation because we're in a container and in our climate. It's great for drainage, the potting soil is, and it's also good for moisture retention, and it holds on to the nutrients and gets those nutrients available, keeps them available to the plant so it can suck them up and to stay healthy. So not only is it good to repot a plant because of its circling roots, but it's also good to repot and pot up a plant to get them into better soil and actually to get those roots to go out and seek out new soil, so then when they grow down below, they can be healthy up top too. So, all right, so I'm just gonna break this up a little bit. We're gonna get one Pericallis in each one of these pots. Just gonna take this off here. That's unneeded stuff there. Okay, oh yeah, look at all these roots, fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a long one there. And then we're gonna take some of this other soil off the top, this little mossy stuff on there. Okay, but overall this plant is looking really good.
It's so beautiful.
Yep.
I love the color.
So all right, so I got it the way I want it there.
Awesome.
Let's go into this one pot here. Now remember, when you're repotting plants, make sure to match that level of the plant where it was in that its first pot you're transplanting it from to the new pot. Make sure this final soil level here is the same as this soil level here. Okay. So let's place you down in there and let's get that big long root. Get that big long root down, work that in there. Okay. So I think we're looking pretty darn good here. I'm just gonna stabilize that a little bit. Okay. And then we're just gonna do this. Get that all around there. Might need a little extra soil to just bring that level up, but we'll do that in a little bit here. All right. That looks really nice.
Pretty.
Yeah, and it kind of matches too. It goes well with the color of the pot.
It's striking. Yeah, it definitely pops.
All right.
Which is what we like.
We like that.
I love this one. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Look
Gorgeous.
It's
all
so
right.
Pretty. It kind of has like pink center a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, gorge. Okay. So again, so not too many roots down below on this one, so that's a good sign. So let's get this. Oh wow. I'd say there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more of these roots kind of all over the place.
Wow, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Okay. So again, we're just gonna try and tease these off as much as possible. Get that one layer off the top. Just nicely try and break this up a little bit. Some of those roots are coming off, unfortunately, but there's not much we can do about that. We want to tease this coconut core away from these roots as best we can and not have too much in it inside here. Want those roots to be exposed so they go out into the new soil faster and sooner. So, all right. Here we go. So now with doing it this way too, there is going to be a little bit of transplant shock for both of these plants because I did break away some of this root system that it was used to that it was using to keep the top healthy. So there's going to be a little shock. Shouldn't be too bad, and we'll show you an update on this in the next couple weeks. hopefully. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get some more soil into this one too. We'll level them out. We'll be good to go. So I hope that was helpful.
Okay, you guys, that's a wrap for today. We completed 2 projects, checked off the list today. So we're pretty happy with how that turned out, and we're very happy that the herbs will have a lot more space above and below ground now.
Yeah, and those Pericallis, the ones you see behind Allison there, they're gonna love their new homes. I really do like them in those new pots with that color, and yeah, they just pop.
You can't go wrong with blue pots. That's always our favorite anyway.
Nope. So guys, if you have any comments or questions about what we did here today, go ahead and leave them down below for us. We love to hear from you. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future videos.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you, Crescent Garden, for sponsoring this video. And we'll see you in the next video.
See you later.
Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.